Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from Pocketnow.com. Skyfire is finally out of alpha and now into beta and ready for you to download. Let's take a look at how it works. So for those of you that don't know, Skyfire is a browser like Opera Mini that uses server-side rendering to do all of the heavy lifting on their computers rather than on your mobile device, which is kind of limited in processing power. So what that means is that page load times are dramatically quicker. So if I tap on a link here, and I'm using the HD2 just to show an example, let's see how fast it loads. And it's done. Usually page load times come in under 7 seconds on the Windows Phone version. So we are really curious to see how Skyfire did with their Android implementation, which just today came out of alpha. So I'm going to unlock the screen and let's zoom in here. Now Skyfire has changed the logo for their program. It's kind of nice over here. Alright, and here we are in Skyfire. So the first thing I want to do is load Pocketnow.com, see how long that takes. Okay, and it's done. That was almost as fast as the HD2, a little bit slower. So we're starting out in a very zoomed out view. I have it set that way. And then of course we can zoom in. If you're using an Android 2.0 or above device, you can use the multi-touch to get more precise when you're zooming. Or there's a little zoom tool you can use that I have hidden right now if you do not have an Android 2.0 or above device. So rendering fidelity is quite fantastic. Let's get in on a headline and see how fast it loads the next page. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Again, that was about 7 seconds. Now, unfortunately, Skyfire did not come out of the gate with Flash support. In some of their Windows mobile builds, they did have Flash support, but it has a really cool video function. Let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to zoom in and go to this HTC Desire review, which I know has some Flash video. And by the way, it does have support for the accelerometer, so we can go into landscape. I'm going to keep it in portrait. So now the browser is going to detect that I've got some Flash video embedded within this page. I should see a pop-up within a few seconds. Maybe not. So I'm going to press the menu button down here, and it's actually not working. What it should be doing, and it's done this in the past, is that you get a little video pop-up here, and you can actually play the Flash video in a dedicated Skyfire Flash video player. So let's go to YouTube.com and probably demonstrate that a little bit better there. Okay, and here we are loading up YouTube. And by the way, there's a really cool toggle up here that will let you switch between the desktop, Android, and iPhone version of a particular website. And lots of websites have mobile-friendly pages that you can load. So let's zoom in and go to a video. I'll just choose this one. Okay, see, I got a pop-up right there, and it's telling me that there's a video on the page. I cannot play the video within the page, but I can play it within this special Skyfire video loader. So it's going to download the video. All right, and here comes the video. Oddly, it doesn't show up, so maybe that's a video that doesn't work very well. Let's go back to the previous page and click on another video. Maybe there was a problem with that video, or maybe that's just a bug here in Skyfire Beta. Again, we get the video pop-up, so I'm going to tap play, go into landscape. Okay, so perhaps that was a problem with just that video. As you can see, the video is coming in quite nicely. So a pretty cool feature, a way that Skyfire actually strips out the video from the page, makes it accessible. Simultaneously, while I'm down here, you can tap on the share button and share any of these right to Twitter or to Peep. It really pulls from your device, and it knows that I have TweeDroid installed, I have Facebook installed, I have Peep installed, so you don't have to actually go to the websites. You can use the native applications that are built into your device. There's also an Explore button down here, which I don't find myself using too much. It'll search the internet for similar content to what you're looking at right now. So I'm going to hide this bottom bar just by pressing the menu button, and let's go back up here to some of the settings. So If I tap on the arrow, I can go to Forward, Find on the page, select text. Let's go into Settings. So from here, we can disable that little toolbar that you saw earlier. So I can check or uncheck that. I can show the status bar at the top. This is really cool, so you can get a little bit more screen real estate. You can't do this in other browser applications on Android. So I'm going to leave the status bar turned on. Shows you the Skyfire version. You can tap on browser settings to determine how your initial zoom is. So I have it set on far. I like to have an overview of the page before I get started with it. Standard zoom controls, which will show you the plus and the minus on the page. You can change your start page, change the default of how it should load, whether you should see the desktop version first or the mobile version, and some other stuff for loading images and JavaScript. Let's see how it does with multiple tabs. So I'm going to tap on the tab button, click on New Tab, and I'm going to open up Pocketnow.com. Another thing I want to mention is that the Bookmark tab over here inherits your bookmarks from your device. So I've already set up a few bookmarks in the stock Android browser. Skyfire is inheriting those, which is nice. So here we are on Pocketnow.com. It's a second tab we have open. And I can tap on this tab, go back to YouTube. They say you can have up to 8 tabs open, but I'm going to say that if you do that, the performance of the browser is going to degrade pretty quickly. So I'm going to open up a third. Let's go back to Engadget. Again, really, really fast page load times. And I'm going to go back to Pocketnow. And as you can see, it's already getting very, very choppy. In fact, I want to exit out of one of those and only have 2 open. So overall, I think the beta for Skyfire on Android is quite good. It lives up to the expectation that Skyfire should be fast. That said, navigation, the multi-touch support, and the reflowing of text columns still needs a lot of work. I don't think it's good enough yet to be my daily browser. I'm still going to stick with the standard Android browser, which, just does a tremendous job, both at speed and navigation. Here's Pocketnow.com. I can just be so much more precise. But that said, if you want something fast, especially over a cellular network, then Skyfire is the way to go. You can go to get.skyfire.com to get it, and we'll post a link on Pocketnow.com on other resources relating to Skyfire. That's it for now.